It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Jones keeps it himself, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing, Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jakobi Meyers. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for New England.
I can still hear reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference that played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for Miami.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. 2nd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's swung out to Mostert. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Two and now, 3rd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title. And they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure? And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Under pressure, they got him again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. Uses the stiff arm. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, it's Tua. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now Tua. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juwan Bentley. And the Pats are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Off the play fake. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Patriots continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Second down at 4. On play action, here's Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On first down, Tagovailoa. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Here's Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 17, Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones checking this down to Stevenson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Now they try the right side here. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now a toss play. It's Harris. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's got some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.